Hi guys, so for this week, week 4 and into week 5, you guys have the review and an exam. So the exam goes over chapters 1 and 2 and basically goes over the stuff that's been in your quizzes, right? So whatever is in those quizzes that you've done before from the reading, that's where your exam is coming from. And so what I do is I give you a review using Flipgrid. And so Flipgrid is just like a bunch of different activities used to help you study. So it has flashcards in there, it has crossword puzzles, and so on. So I will show you that, but really quick, I'm just going to show you kind of the layout on how this works. So the review activities, you have links here, and then there's an extra link here. Sometimes some students say that this link won't open for them, but the one in the bottom works, and vice versa, right? If you are a Mac user, instead of using Safari, try either Mozilla or Chrome, or even the new, what is it, Internet, Microsoft Internet. But just try a different browser. Right? For some reason, Safari sometimes will not open StudyMate. So just keep that in mind. If you have never used Respondus, the exam does require Respondus lockdown. And so just make sure that you watch this video so that you know how to download it, right? And so when you open the exam itself, it'll tell you to download Respondus, and you just follow the instructions there. But if for some reason you aren't able to do it, watch this video and I walk you through the that Respondus lockdown browser, right? So, but if you've done a online, you already know how to use it. But just in case you don't have it, those instructions are there. Okay, so let's go into the actual review so that you guys can see the review activities. So this is how it works, and so this is the link right here. You're going to hit the review, and you're going to get these boxes, right? And so you have a quiz here. I want you to do the quiz after you've attempted at least 2 of these different activities, right? And so, for example, if I wanted to do the crosswords, right, I'd open the crossword puzzle, and then it gives you the question or the word that you need to fill out. And then, so this is where it's going to fit. And then you have the word here, and then here's where you're going to solve it. So you would just type in your answer, right? And once you type it in, it'll show up here, right? And so then you'll ask you to go on to the next puzzle, right? And so, and the same thing. And so this is what you're trying to fill in, and then you just use the letters here to go through that, right? So once you've gone through that, I believe it's three different crosswords. So don't just do one and then say, oh, okay, I've covered it all. Do at least 3 or 4 just so that you know that you're covering all the material. But right here where you see the score, this is what I want you to take a picture of, right? So you can either do a screenshot or with your phone take a picture of it. And so I want to be able to see your score and the activity that you did. And this is what you're going to submit into that review screenshot. So I'm going to give you a grade for using these activities, right? And by doing that, I know that you guys studied for the exam, and if you use these activities, you will be prepared for that exam, right? And so I try to make them as interesting as possible, so the actual review of it is it's not boring. But you also have flashcards, right? And so for a lot of you that like the flashcards, and all you do is flip the card and it gives you the answer, right? And so you just go through those, flip the card, gives you the answer, right? And so you have flip flashcards, and then you also have, let me see, it keeps taking me out. You have matching, pick a letter, fill in a blank, crosswords, and then challenges like Jeopardy, right? And so if you had, you could do it with 2 players and play, or 1 player continue. And basically the same thing is, you click on a number, and then it's going to ask you a question, and you answer the question, and then you go on to the next one, right? And so as you're going through, you're selecting, and then again, just take a picture of the score up here, right? So I would recommend that you do them at least 2 or 3 times. If you're doing, for example, the crosswords or the challenge, because it does change the questions, right? And so that you make sure that you're going through all the questions. So once you have gone through at least 2 different activities, you're going to submit those scores into this Dropbox right here where it says screen print and photo of review scores, right? And so just make sure that you submit those so that you can get that grade, right? And so I'm only asking for 2. And so yeah, so make sure that you just go through the review activities before you try the exam, right? And if you do use those activities, review activities, I'm telling you, you've got the exam down. And again, don't forget that that video for Respondus is down here. If you don't know how to upload it on your computer, if you're having issues, you can use this video to help you upload. And if you still have issues with Respondus, you can either email me or you can reach out to technology, and they'll help you out with that. But yeah, just email me if you have any questions. And then the review and check exam checklist is here so that you guys can go in and make sure that you don't forget that you have that exam due, right? And so it will be open till Wednesday of next week, so that you know that you have this week and next week to review and take the exam, right? So next Wednesday, the exam will close. So just make sure that you have that in mind. And again, just refer back to the checklist, and the dates are on the checklist.